Hey boys! Seasons are finally here. One of the greatest updates we had in Black Desert Mobile for a while. And if you're a guy searching to start an MMO, this is the perfect time to start Black Desert Mobile. Insane speed progression, insane rewards to start your Black Desert Mobile journey, and I will be here to guide it all the way. For this purpose of this video, I also started a new account. I'm going to make a complete guide regarding season until season ends, and this should be your main focus as a new player. And also, since I noticed that things might be a little overwhelming, I'm gonna simplify it as much as I can, so you don't have any issues regarding the content. Also, I'm gonna make a series of videos, not only one video, because I want to, as I said, to simplify things, and I don't want one video to be so long, since even as a new player, even with the season update, there are still many hours to cover. So what are seasons and how seasons will affect you? Well, technically seasons are being made to help a new player, a guy that just started the game. And if you notice on the screen, it says 5 times boost progression on gearing and stuff, but I believe it's like 50, not 5. And you're gonna see later on the rewards that you're gonna get after graduation why I'm saying that. As you can see, seasons are basically a huge quest line. This quest line provides insane rewards, and besides that, as long as you're running the season, the content that you can join is limited. I'm not yet sure how many stuff you can't join, but anyway, your priority is to complete the season, complete every step that there is there, to reach to the end of the season and pick up your graduation rewards that gonna boost your CP insanely. And of course all the remaining content that you cannot play until you graduate from the season. For veteran players as well, this is something worth doing, cause the rewards are amazing. And since we are talking about rewards, what can you get after completing the season? You can get a full +6 Chaos Gear set and a full +4 Chaos Accessory set, which are insanely good rewards, since they will boost your CP so much, and all this grind that you need to do for months to acquire those items is also something worth to know. Personally, I'm gonna run this series as a completely free-to-play player, to evaluate for myself how such of a good update is the seasonal characters. Besides those 2 Chaos sets, you will acquire also a Perilla Star. This is a brand new item that you can equip as a gem slot in your cosmetic, your ornament headpiece. This will grant you 100 CP, and basically this is, beside the rewards that you can get from the season pass, this is also the main reason why a veteran player should also complete the pre-season for this item and the 100 CP that you're gonna get. And trust me, for a veteran player playing for 4 years, and I don't want to mention my 70k CP almost, those 100 CP, it's like months for me. Now the biggest question of all, and this is what classes to play. Well, I'm gonna give a big tip, especially to new players. There is a side quest line that gonna grant you Huntress, Gladiator, Archmage and Titan for completely free. So I would suggest don't to start with one of those 4, since you're gonna get them anyway. You don't care so much, since after you complete the season, you can switch to whatever class you want for free. And by saying free, there is a coupon code right now running that will grant you a free class change ticket. And anyway, all the characters that you're gonna generate will be level 60, so it's a huge pump to start your family CP journey as well. For new players, a warning. This game, yes, it's an MMORPG that it's basically focused only in one character, but there is so much content that you can do along with your other characters, and will boost also your personal CP by a lot. So it's kinda mandatory to have main heroes. But this is a story for another day. As you can see, my class choice was Wusa. Well, there are multiple reasons for that choice. First one, and most important, it's the beauty, for me at least. Second, that it's gonna be important for all of you guys as new players, is her farming speed and how good this class is on PvE. And this is what we are aiming for, a very strong PvE class at the beginning to reach the high-end content easier and smoother, and there is some reasons that I'm not gonna say them now, I'm gonna say them later on in the video. What have you done here, Luna? This is actually really good. I'm gonna go with this. One last reason, and it's worth mentioning, is that in some updates from today we're gonna have her Awakening released, and since the cheapest way is to just go from Ascension to Awakening, I want to be also ready in case her Awakening is good, and from what I saw it should be, I'm gonna switch to her Awakening. Okay, we're in the game, and the first thing I want to do is to actually adjust my settings. I'm playing from LD Player 9, the newest LD player that exists, and I believe that after 4 years of playing, those settings that I have concluded using are the best one to keep my performance high and my convenience at the best level. So you can just copy them from the screen that you see now. I'm adjusting some things, but of course you can use whatever settings you feel like to. I would just say that those settings are a great start. If you are a mobile user, quick slot mode that you see standard AB, combat and 8 key, this one technically varies on what are you gonna use, but since I'm playing from tablet and phone sometimes, I still use the 8 key. It's more convenient rather than switching to the standard modes. Now if you are of course a controller player, it's up to you what you will choose. If you see now I have AMD closed, but if you are a mobile user I would recommend to open it. To activate it, since AMD scales the graphics if it's crowded, too many people in your screen, it will lower your settings so the performance will remain high. Well, we are finally inside the game, we have adjusted our settings and we are ready to begin our journey. In this video I'm gonna showcase the first 5 hours of gameplay in the game and what you should be focusing only for your, of course, the max efficiency of progression and having a great experience playing the game. The biggest thing to understand in this game is that when you reach the end game, maybe it's 1 month, maybe it's 2 months, maybe it's 2 weeks, depends of how much time can you afford playing this game every day. As long as you reach the high-end content, after you hit a CP goal, you will find yourself grinding day by day, month after month, year after year, and the CP gain that you're gonna get, it's gonna become lower and lower. But don't be disappointed at all. The total experience of achieving some certain things and to reach, you know, at a very high CP is totally tempting, and the system that this game has in everything requires CP progression is just too good. And trust me, you can enjoy the game full free to play without buying almost nothing. The only difference by purchasing packs, it's that you're gonna just boost time of grind, that's it. There is nothing that you can buy that free to play can't acquire. And why I said all those things? Well, you're gonna see me focusing on very specific things and might skip some others. The reason for that is technically because I know what matters the most at the end game. It's some very important activities to begin from the start and some others that are not so, let's say, mandatory. My goal, your goal, it should be your goal as well as a new player, is to progress the game as much as you can and complete the season. The reason for that, as I said again, is when you complete the season, you will transfer from a seasonal character to a veteran character. Well, I can't say you will be a veteran exactly, but you will be like the rest of us. All the content will be unlocked and you will be able to enjoy the game at its fullest. Now let the good stuff begins. I know that things gonna pop from here and there all around your UI, but I would recommend to stick with the things that I'm gonna say, so you have a better experience in the game. every content that exists in the game, we're gonna meet it through the seasonal quests, so you don't have to worry at all about anything else, rather than follow exactly what the seasonal missions are. Main priority is the seasonal missions, second main priority is your main quest. So the only thing that you have to do is just follow the main quest and just follow the season missions. Don't bother with anything else at the beginning, since we're gonna cover every little thing that you should do until you reach a milestone of 10,000 CP in the first 5 hours, and after 5 hours, let's call it a day. After let's say some minutes of playing the game, a pack will pop that will provide you with some really good rewards, and if you want my opinion, yes, it's cheap. I'm also not here to judge about marketing, but I mentioned it since one of those things is that your Black Spirit it's gonna pop from level 1 to 140. And there is a seasonal mission that requires to have a Black Spirit of level 60 and above to proceed, which is the mission that you're seeing right now on my screen. First thing to say is that yes, those rewards might be appealing for your beginning, but trust me, in the high end there are just some water in my glass. The thing that I want to point is that sadly there is no way to rush your Black Spirit to level 60 with the things that the game provides you. So you have to run manually all the main quest of Balenos. What does that mean? It means that if you buy the pack, you can save almost exactly 1 hour of gameplay. The good thing is that you don't have to worry for this, since the game provides you with some auto quest scrolls that you can pop and just let it progress the main story as you can do something else. Since the auto questing, especially at the beginning, it's very fast paced. By fast paced I mean that the main quests at the beginning, especially at the beginning, are very short in terms of time, so you don't have so much time to look around other stuffs that might be pop on your UI. If you didn't choose to go with the pack and you are focusing the F2P way, I'm just informing you again that it's gonna be 1 hour of auto questing. So you might also want to check maybe the official Discord server of Black Desert Mobile, maybe my Discord server, maybe subscribe to my channel, maybe like the video so far if you like it, or if you want you can also check the things that pop on your UI, but you have to be fast enough, since the quest, every time that it's auto-completed, it's gonna drop you out of your screen. So it might be a little annoying. You will have plenty of time after 5 hours of completing auto questing. In the Valencia quest, it's like 6-4 regions after the main quest. All your main quest will start to become more time consuming, so you have plenty of time to start checking things around. But this shouldn't be your priority in the first day. As I said, I want to keep things as simplified as I can. And I say it now and I said it before, don't get overwhelmed. Just focus on the things that I'm mentioning, and trust me, you will have a great experience. Now let's talk about your third priority, which is basically an event also going on for new players, and it's the growth support event. After you complete Jayath, which is basically the end of the Balenos mission, you will acquire one golden chest of main and sub weapon. Feed those things immediately to your Black Spirit so you can progress with the seasonal missions. Now also something with huge importance, as a new player, don't feed anything else to the Black Spirit rather than white weapons, white gear, and of course condensed dark energy. Every other single piece of item, especially accessories and armor from green and above, you're gonna need them for something called the collection. We're gonna talk about it soon in this video. Also, don't open anything from your inventory. Well, you can open some things, but be careful, the rewards that you obtain from the growth support event, don't open anything. The reason for that is probably we're gonna need those items. Day 2, day 3, we're gonna see how it goes to equip our alts. Since the seasonal character anyway cannot equip any other gear rather than the TUVALA. TUVALA is the special gear only specified for seasonal characters. So keep that in mind, and it's better for you to keep those boxes closed. And I would suggest keep all the boxes closed. Now some important things as well to keep going is to get the free accessory every 12 hours. You're gonna need them for collection as well. And of course, go to MISC, go to inventory and buy the 30 extra slots with the 300k. Get only those instead of LT, cause it's expensive and you don't have money anyway yet, so focus only on the slots. From here and there, when you progress with the main story, you're gonna see on your screen side missions pop up. For the moment, just keep every story that you see. Better close it, don't press begin the story so you don't get confused along with your main mission. In case you slept, cause I know auto questing for so many hours might be a little boring, and you missed your main express, you can go from the top right as you saw and press it from there. It's a small tip in case you didn't realize that you could use it. It's gonna save you some time. Imagine that those main express tickets could save you around, let's say 20, maybe 25 minutes, so have an eye every 5 or 10 minutes wouldn't hurt. It's gonna save you a lot of time and it's gonna help you progress faster. Around the main mission, Path to HADUM, you will obtain from the seasonal mission or the growth support, I'm not pretty sure, but it doesn't matter, you're gonna obtain a orange lightstone set. Go to your inventory, open this set and equip it to your character. The most important aspect that you're gonna get is the dark energy experience that is crucial to your CP progression. Regarding the black pearls that you're gonna obtain by completing daily activities or quests or whatever you do in the game, don't spend a single one of them. There is literally nothing right now that is gonna pop so much value that you should go and waste them. For now, since we are not in the high-end game and we can grind, let's say, a decent amount and we are limited, we should keep them for the most important aspects that we're gonna see in a future video. Also, if you haven't used yet the outfits that you gained from the seasonal pass, it's also a good option to keep them, since there are some events going on that we're gonna obtain golden outfit instant and we can give those outfits to our alts for some extra family CP. After a while of playing and progressing the main quest, collection will be unlocked. Collection is basically a way to obtain various rewards and, of course, a lot of CP. You place inside the collection items that you gain through the map and through other various ways that we're gonna see in future videos, of course. It's very important to understand that this was exactly the reason that I said don't open anything from the boxes you had on your inventory, but now it's the perfect time, let's say, to actually use them. You can open your inventory and use all the items that you're gonna have first on the collection, and then whatever is left and can't be used on the collection, you can feed it to the Black Spirit. For time efficiency reasons, I would suggest, since the main quest starting to be more time consuming, to let it drop until your inventory is completely max. You're gonna see at the buff section a red mark. Also there is a notification that will pop that your inventory limit is so high. Instead of doing it every 5 or 10 minutes, you can wait until the inventory is fully maxed, maybe go to town, sell all the junk that you have, also the smallest potions by order, since potions are very heavy and you want also to limit a little your LT, and that's it. You sell all the junk, you sell all the extra potions that you might have, you don't need more than 200 on you. You place all the items from the inventory boxes that you're gonna open, all of them, to the collection, first priority, and after you can feed whatever is left to the Black Spirit. After that, you are free to keep progressing with the seasonal and main missions. Around level 56, you can do a small break and equip your TUVALA TOTEM and your TUVALA RELICS. The reason that I'm mentioning this, it's because there is no seasonal mission that says you to equip it, and you might not notice that you have them on you. The choices that you're gonna choose, it doesn't really matter for now. I went for Al and Tahib since those two relics are flat damage, and it's gonna help me a little more in my progression. Around level 56, you will unlock the HADUM realm, and this is where the good stuff begins. HADUM realm is basically your high-end, let's say, AFK farming. This is where you will spend all of your time grinding items. Along with the HADUM realm, you will unlock a new event for new returning adventurers, and it's permanent with some really good rewards, so stick to this as well. Now something important is that you can enter HADUM and progress the missions until you reach a specific mission called Battling for HADUM and requires you to kill 1000 monsters. First of all, you can't kill those monsters because the minimum CP required for HADUM it's around, I think, 7 to 8000, and we are still at 4k, so it's impossible for us. And the second reason is that in the future, from seasonal missions, we're gonna have this mission as a seasonal mission. So for now, you should skip it, exit HADUM, reopen the main mission from the UI at your right, where your quests are being, and keep progressing with your seasonal quests. When you enter HADUM for the first time, a new content will pop called Family Dispatch. This is really important, because this will help you to cover all the knowledge that you can obtain from killing monsters around all the regions. Do this content with your main. Grinding all the regions is very time consuming, so the dispatch system will help you progress this time lapse way faster. Use the mercenaries that you obtained from the seasonal to start grinding CP, start grinding the knowledge, as is one of the most important things to begin with immediately. Find some time and join a guild, because the guild benefits are also important. Plus, when you join a guild, from the day after you join a guild, you can start doing quests. That of course will help the guild you joined, but as well you will obtain social points that are very important to obtain some rewards from the current events going on and some things that we're gonna explain in the future. As you noticed, I also starting to add friends, since it's also important to greet them once per day to obtain more social points. There will be a point around level 60 where your seasonal mission will reach to family CP. There what you have to do is basically create 2 more characters and go to the menu screen of the character selection and re-enter the game. Now, as I mentioned before, the 4 characters that you can obtain from the side mission are not worth to waste your coupon. Your generated coupons that you have already claimed from the seasonal missions, and you can see them on the inventory. You will see them that I'm gonna use them now. Those 2 coupons will technically regenerate or generate, let's say it better, 2 classes of your choice, whatever class it pops on the screen at level 60. This will boost a little your family CP and will also allow you to progress the seasonal missions. My choices were Igneous and Sai, as are 2 very good PvE characters, and my goal actually and your goal should be to build a very strong 5 team that will have enhanced damage to help you progress easier with family CP content that of course we're gonna see it on a future video. Now a huge tip regarding the Rift Zone. From the moment you will gain blazing crystals from the seasonal missions, use only those and don't waste your chaos crystals at all. Don't use them, only the blazing chaos crystals until level 150. The blazing crystals can be used only until 150, and after that level you will use all your chaos crystals that you have gathered along your way. After you complete most of the main mission and you reach Valencia, you will notice that the quest progression is very slow, as the requirement for killing monsters is 200, 300, 500, you will see even 1000 at some points. And now you have time to explore things, explore the UI or read the things that you want to read. But most importantly, you have time to actually start gaining some CP. So I would suggest to go and enchant all your gear to +5. It doesn't matter the preference that you're gonna do. Anyway, the CP that you're gonna get, it's very low compared to the amount that we need. Worth to mention that our goal right now is to reach around 7,000 to 8,000 CP, so we can switch and do those quests in HADUM Realm. The experience you obtain is way better, the rewards that you obtain are way better, everything is way better. Imagine that from now on you forget about the normal map and we only farm and progressing stuff in HADUM. To achieve this goal, there is a quest called the Council's Announcement. It's not a main quest, but it's a seasonal quest. You might didn't notice because the UI doesn't immediately go you there, but it's something of, let's say, one of the mandatory things that you should do. By completing this quest, you will unlock the first family CP content called Path of Glory. Path of Glory is one of the strongest family CP content right now in the game, and one of the, let's say, big CP boosts. For now, you will see that my remaining entries it's 1. You can complete it 1 time every day, and you shouldn't be missing this content at any cost. This is one of the most important daily aspects for now. After you reach level 10, Rift level 10, but you need some family CP for that, you will be able to stack until 7 entries, so you can run Path of Glory once per week. But for now, stick and don't miss at all your daily try. After completing Path of Glory, you will gain your badge, equip it, and your CP will pop out from 4,000-5,000 to around 9,000. Bounty quests are also worth to mention since you're gonna unlock it, and it's really important to begin and do those missions from the moment are being unlocked. The main priority to focus for now, it doesn't matter so much which reward you're gonna choose. I would say Shadow Notes and Artisan Skeins, this will be unlocked later on in the game, are the most important, the most valued. But for now you can choose whatever is convenient for you to complete the mission, as you can get vials to stay longer in HADUM and of course experience. Another very important aspect that we should discuss is the daily scrolls that you can obtain from the event running from the season missions, and you can find that on Calpheon at the top of the map, and you can see also the season indicated mark. You can buy 2 TUVALA scrolls every day, and this is something you shouldn't miss at all. And this is basically why I'm trying to rush 10,000 CP in the first day, so I will be able to starting buying those scrolls from 10,000 CP and more. As you can see, with everything that I have equipped so far, I'm almost to 10,000. So the only solution to this is go back on track to my main quest, switch to HADUM Realm as I said. This is why we popped up our CP. You see we are almost 10,000. And grind for, let's say, another hour maybe. This is how I completed 5 hours of playing. And this way you will be able to go back, buy the scrolls, and it's up to you if you want to run them at the exact same day or do it tomorrow. The scrolls have 6 days limit, so you're not forced to actually do it, but you will be forced later on, because as much we progress with the seasonal missions, you will need a lot of materials to enchant the TUVALA gear, so we will be forced actually to spend a lot of time in those events. The last thing I want to mention are the buffs. Inside the event area, the only thing that you can use are special chicken soups and chicken soups that you can obtain from pre-season special shop, and Misk, you will see some soups with 4 black pearls. You can obtain 4 of those soups, and you should activate those soups inside here to maximize, let's say, the efficiency of your farming inside here. Stay tuned for the next one, and until next time, see ya!